Hi, I'm Dani. I'm here with the America East Alumni Network Close-Up, and today we are checking in with Alyssa Hasbrouck. She graduated from UMass Lowell. She was a softball player, if I needed to jog your memory. She graduated with her bachelor's degree in 2017. She got a master's in 2018 in accounting because America East graduates some very much overachievers around here, and that's exactly what she is. And I'm so excited we get to check in with you. Thanks so much for your time.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks so much for having me, Dani. I'm really excited to get this going.
I hope you're surviving this really weird time, this pandemic that's kind of struck our nation. I know that it's given a lot of people time to reflect. So hopefully we'll be able to jog your memory a little bit so that we can all learn from your journey. I know that you are a tax associate. You're a founder of your own business, which we will get to here soon. But first, just tell me a little bit about what you've been up to since graduation.
So since I graduated in 2017, I obviously went back and did my master's in accounting. So shortly after that, I moved back from Massachusetts back to New York, where I'm originally from. So with that, I got a job shortly after my master's, work at PricewaterhouseCoopers as a tax associate, as you said. And then along with that, shortly after I started there, I also founded my own company called Gold Standard Athletes, which is just a youth athlete brand that I've been working on for the past over 2 years. So yeah, a lot of fun.
I can see the sign in the background. And since you brought it up, let's just get right to it. We talked about it. Gold Standard Athletes. So it educates high school athletes with monthly subscription boxes from what I know. And now you're evolving into more of a content-based thing. So why don't you tell me a little bit more about this company? It sounds very cool.
Back home, just working at PwC, I wasn't a huge fan of the long commute that I took from New York to Stamford, Connecticut. So it just kind of got me thinking, like, what other things can I explore, as I work as a tax associate, and kind of just get back to my roots in terms of being an athlete. And I have two younger sisters, and I've always coached high school sports when I would come back from college. So I kind of wanted to take that, and I always loved doing it. I never want to get paid for it, but I just loved giving advice to these athletes and just being able to help them in their recruiting process and use my experience to kind of help them make their decisions. So I started with the monthly subscription box. I did that for over a year and a half. And then just with this pandemic, it kind of has opened my eyes up to, you're not always going to be in front of your audience. So I decided to use this time to kind of drill down on a digital platform that I'm currently working on, just to kind of use it as a recruiting tool or just any kind of resource in terms of mental performance, those intangibles that you might not get from your football coach or your softball coach. Just kind of those kinds of things that I think are super important, that pandemic or not, you're going to need those skills.
I think that's so cool and so important. I have a lot of friends that are college coaches, and just seeing this recruiting process through this pandemic has been crazy. And in hindsight, I would not have known what to do as a young high school athlete. So it's very cool what you're doing. How can people access Gold Standard Athletes?
So I have a website, goldstandardathletes.com, and then I'm on every social media, everything you can think of, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram. It's usually at GS_athletes, so it's pretty easy to find.
Man, everybody go check that out, especially if you're a parent of a high school athlete or if you're a high school athlete yourself with some college aspirations. Make sure you check that out for sure. That's very cool. What have you learned since being a student athlete? What type of skills translated into the real world for you?
Yeah, I mean, there are just so many that, ones that I can think of are leadership, definitely. I was fortunate enough my senior year to be one of the captains of the softball team. So that really put me in a good spot to kind of set myself up post college. Definitely. I think another thing is just patience. There's a lot of things that are out of your control as a student athlete that you have to kind of remind yourself you can only control what you can control. And I think just with patience, just overcoming adversity, I would say those are the biggest ones.
Is that what your biggest piece of advice would be for student athletes as they're starting to grow and work towards their next professional career?
Yeah, definitely. I think all those skills really translate into your professional career, whatever it may be. I think another one is just a lot of time management skills. I know for me as an accountant, I'm really busy and then also running a business. So just being able to manage my time and just be efficient and making sure like I'm reaching everyone I need to reach and whatnot. So yeah, definitely.
And now I'm going to take you down memory lane just a little bit further because we all love to hear about what the experience was like playing for an America East school. And for you, that was UMass Lowell. So what was your experience like and what do you miss most?
Luckily, my senior year, we were able to kind of, really turn around our record. And I think that was really special. And just being able to travel with my teammates and, places you probably would have never have gone if you didn't play your sport in the America East. So.
Well, it's been so cool to check in with you, especially get to learn a little bit more about your journey, what you've been up to. I wish I could steal you for more time, but unfortunately, that's all that we get from you. But if people want to reach out, are you open to that? If people want to reach out, not only about gold standard athletes, but maybe just about your journey, are you open to people reaching out on social media to ask you some questions?
Yeah, definitely. I'm very active on LinkedIn. I think another thing for athletes is just network anywhere you can. So I think that's really important. So LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. I'm everywhere. So definitely open for anyone to reach out.
I love that. You all should take advantage of that for sure. Networking is such a crucial part in taking the next step in your career as a professional. So I appreciate it, Alyssa. Hang in there and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.